Okay, we are going to try to drive through to ask for some water. So we did it by walking in. Let's see if it'll work using the drive-through method. This should be interesting. I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety in the pit of my stomach as I wait here. Put on a little bit of light. So let's just see how it's received, because I do feel like I'm inconveniencing the cashier just to go to the drive-through and ask for water. Okay, here we go.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you?
Hi there, could I just get a glass of ice water off you, please?
Yeah. You go right on through.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that was no big deal. It was no worry, as you heard, if you heard. The server just waved me right on through. So yeah, that was an interesting experiment. It's funny how you perceived it to be anxiety producing, yet when you got up and asked, it was no big deal at all. So it's funny, until we do some of these experiments or exposures, they seem so anxiety producing or seem so uncomfortable, but when we actually do them, they turn out to be no big deal. So yeah, I found that to definitely be a very, very revealing experiment. And even sitting here now, I was going to wait till I got up and talk to the clerk or talk to the cashier and see what the answer was up there, but just filling this bit of time is somewhat anxiety producing, not knowing what to say. But that is the curse of social anxiety, I guess. The things we think are so anxiety producing are no big deal. We just never got around to doing them or working our way through them in a step-by-step hierarchical manner. So maybe before this might have been harder for me, or I would have put it off as foolish or just silly. But these little experiments build on each other through the months, weeks, sometimes years, and turn into bigger and bigger experiments, and they get easier and easier. And before you know it, the things you thought were hard are becoming so easy it's not even funny. So yeah, I just thought it's funny. I did some exposures today, but of course it was no big deal. Let's turn off the light now. We don't want to draw undue attention to ourselves, of course. So we'll just run on up and grab that water. See how that goes. That's great. Thanks a lot for that. Okay, so that went marvelous. That was a lovely experiment. We're gone over the 5-minute mark, so we're going to end it now, but get out and try it. Go to your local McDonald's, Starbucks, Tim Hortons, if you have one, or any place, and ask for something for free. You can work your way up to something a little more hard than water, but it's no big deal. But I'm going on the road now, so let's end this and get out there and expose yourself.